And they talked about this being their Super Bowl. Hey, expect that kind of effort. Expect a great effort from them. And every single swinging guy starts with teams. Let's hit it rolling now. Let's earn this thing today. Nothing gets away from us. Let's earn it today, okay? It's our turn right here. Let's get this thing. Our Father, who art in heaven.
I'm not afraid of getting hit. I don't mind contact. I think I can catch the ball, and I think I can still get yards when others can't. So I decided, I'm not for catching.
Danny White into punt, and it's a good one. Mike Nelms back, retreats to his 20, hit off by Rod Hill immediately, gets away from Rod Hill, stays on his feet, now goes airborne, lands on his head.
Michael Nelms is another one of those punt returners that isn't going to fair catch. Now watch Rod Hill. Nelms is catching the ball. Here's Hill right there. He has to let him catch it. He goes head-to-head with him. He just didn't wrap his arms. Now watch what happens here. Boom, boom, whap, ooh.
That speaks well for the helmets.
Nelms lets it go to Jackson at the goal line. Wilbur Jackson at the 15.
The ground, but he hurt himself a little on this one.
On occasion, St. Louis demonstrated their togetherness on the field. As two Cardinals meeting for a brief respite.
Fullback Blanche Martin, formerly of Michigan State, was on the receiving end of this Kemp touchdown pass. As you can see, Blanche came to an abrupt stop thanks to that goal post.
7-3 is Gale Sayers. Gets 5 yards. Willie Wood slowed him up.
First half was consumed with so many good defensive plays that very little offense could be generated. Mike Garrett of the Chiefs is run out of bounds by Al Beauchamp, who in his own fatherly way offers some sage words of advice.
Taking the hand out to the right side. Morrill now throws back to the other side to Mackey at the 40, to the 35, to the 30, down the left sideline, to the 20, to the 15-yard line, and the ball pops loose, and the Browns have the football. Up the far side of the field, number 40 for the Cleveland Browns, Eric Barnes, got the football. And that will have to be ruled a fumble.
None more feared than the team that proudly wore the silver and black.
Don Coryell's San Diego Chargers. The division leaders ran smack into the Oakland Raiders' sledgehammer offense, featuring the blocking of number 66, Steve Sylvester, and the collision running by Mark Van Egan, number 30.
And here's Anderson. And here's Kansas City.
Watch as he gets spun every which way, turned over, turned upside down.
Oh, what a helpless feeling when you get airborne like that.
And he received contributions from many, including Sherman Cocroft, Dino Hackett, number 56, the team's leading tackler. He's a man who takes his job rather seriously.
The Bear defense first went out and laid down a few ground rules. The Raiders have long been the intimidator and not the intimidatee. However, on this particular Sunday, the silver and black finally met their match. Stanley Morgan's 76-yard touchdown reception and Grogan's 4-yard leap staked the Patriots to an 11-point lead at intermission.
Both teams 1-3. Jeff Moore, watch out. And Jeff Moore bounces off Big Mike Fanning, and the ball goes out to his hands, and coming up with it, Johnny Johnson.
Yes, he gets the ball. He tried to step inside. That's Cody Jones, I think, Gift, that knocked the ball out. Johnny Johnson recovers. Big pile up. Looks like rugby, and he comes out of the pile. Here he goes. Montana makes a pretty good tackle.
Both teams got in their licks. Both sides exacted a toll for anything they gave up.
For the first time since 1966, the Oakland Raiders were shut out.
Early in the second half, Buck Buchanan handled Blanda like anything but the priceless antique that he is. But old George was far from finished.
The NFC's worst a year ago at stopping the run, the Packers controlled Walter Payton, giving him but 65 yards in 31 carries.
basics. Crunching and clawing, the Rams defense began to win the battle of the trenches. Merlin Olsen's heroic charges caused 2 fumbles, and both times the alert Rams recovered.
Although this game was played on the next to last day of the year, the Bears decided to do their New Year's celebrating early. Their own brand of bell ringing had some Redskins seeing stars.
And soon every Seahawk agent was laying down the law.
Then sure hands will be a welcome sight in 1987. Turk Schonert, number 14, stepped in and showed he too had a knack for finding the end zone.
Tilly has it. Knocked out of bounds by Aaron Mitchell. And Mitchell in a little scuffle. Dorsett up in the middle of the action. One of the cameramen got knocked down. One of the still cameramen, not ours, got knocked down in that fracas. Looking at the pack.
Here's Pat Tilley, who had 62 catches a year ago. Great little receiver. He's only about 170 pounds with those great hands. He doesn't have overpowering speed. And he and Mitchell get into it a little bit.
Well, we can pick up Van Pelt here. He plays off the block good. There's Johnson slipping. Sweep left with Archie Griffin. And now on the top of your screen, watch Brad Van Pelt. Play it off the block. Good tackle.
Play action fake to Riggins. Kilmer, a little lob to Jerry Smith. And Smith hit at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 on the Atlanta 40-yard line. Washington leading 3-0. Jerry Smith lighting a fire. But more touchdowns than any tight end in NFL career.
I tell you, if you had somebody to go to on 3rd down, you'd have to look at Jerry Smith.